And Taylor, you're going to give us a demonstration of your Flooded by Ferry here. And listen, Taylor, there are no fires here, so just you do it, no fear, okay? Go ahead and give him a demonstration. Okay. Got it?
You ready?
Uh-oh. Technical difficulties already.
Here we go. We're getting closer.
Oh my gosh! This is scary. Whoa. Okay, there we go.
That doesn't how it was. Yeah, it
Obviously.
was.
Y'all don't try this at home. You can see how dangerous this is. Woo! Yeah, give a hand to Flooded by Ferry. Okay. Nice. Come on, Barry. Yeah. Give us some glory here, girl.
Go up.
Okay.
Go up.
None of that.
Go up.
Yeah. Okay, so Holly, first Holly's going to tell us a little bit about America's Funniest Videos. Go ahead.
Well, the show aired on October 12th, I think it was, and it was really fun. We had a great trip to LA and had some fun winning some money. We didn't win number 1, but we got number 2, so that meant that we did not move on in the contest. But we had a great time. We thought it was all done. And 2 weeks after the show aired, we were at the Fall Fun Fest. And we actually showed Neil the video. We were sitting there eating hot dogs in the CLC, and we showed Neil the video. We're just having a fun night. And then Matt's brother came over to him and said, "Have you guys seen this? There's this actor in Hollywood named Tyrese Gibson who posted the video on his Facebook page." And it had gotten 12 million views in like just a couple of hours. And we were like, what? And we kept thinking it could not be true. So we went home. We woke up the next morning, and within just a matter of hours, it had gone to Huffington Post, BuzzFeed, Vine, Fox Sports. It was all over YouTube, and it was true, and it was crazy. So a couple days later, we heard from the toy
50 million votes.
50 million. Well, if you add them all together, it's
You know,
about-
one day I'm going to get 50 million views for my preaching. I'm going to have some glory. Anyway, go ahead.
So a couple days later, we got a call from the company that manufactures these, again in California, and they said, "Can we have your address? Because we have something, we feel really bad that Taylor lost her ferry, and we have something we want to send you." So about a week later, we end up with this huge shipment of Flooded by Ferries that they had. I called it we had a warehouse full of ferries.
50 Flooded by Ferry.
Yes, it was 50.
Now, Taylor, I'm going to tell you what I would have done if I had gotten 50 Flooded by Ferries. I would have taken all those ferries and I would have put them in my closet so when one broke, then I'd carefully pull out the next one and then have the closet 32. And you know, that's true because one time when I told you about that shirt, after it wore out, I told Neil, I should have bought 5 of these shirts because then I could have just had them for years to come. Anyway, go ahead. Seriously?
So we had this warehouse full of ferries, and I kind of had in the back of my head that I wanted to do something with Vickery because we had met, I had randomly over our hot dog dinner met Jean from the Vickery ministry, and so that was fresh in my mind. But we were real busy. We had some disappointing, Matt's mother actually passed away the week after we aired the America's Funniest Videos, so we were pretty busy with that. And we just weren't sure how we were going to get it in the hands of the Vickery kids. And we went to service a couple weeks ago, and they made the announcement about the cross-cultural lunch coming up. And I thought, yes, there's an event, we can unload the ferries. So with the help of Brand and Brian Newby, we ended up, Spin Master actually sent us more ferries because we didn't know exactly how many we were going to need. And we got to give them out at the event. And the awesome thing about it was we really didn't know how many we were going to need. So we were just kind of guessing. And when the event was over, we had 2 gifts left, and it was perfect. Every kid got something.
So
it was just awesome.
here's some pictures last Sunday of our event. We can go to the first, just big picture. There were 400, oh, that's Flooded by Ferry, hi Flooded by Ferry, next one. Last Sunday we had 400 refugees from our 4 our refugee churches, 100 folks from in here, and we saw the African choir, one of their choirs singing, and then we had one of the Burmese choirs singing. The next picture, I think the next picture is just, we had a big turkey Christmas lunch, and then this next picture is another lunch picture. Next one, another lunch picture. Oh, there's me getting a little glory, you know. And then these are kids standing in line to get the presents, to get flooded by fairies, and then they also, Spin Master sent us some toys for boys too, right? So here's this, we'll close with this. Ramsey family, whoever wants to share about this, you guys with me, Taylor, I want to ask you a question. When you see that picture, and when you saw all those kids in line getting flooded by fairies and those other presents, what were you thinking, or what were you feeling?
I was feeling happy because we've had a lot of stuff that is sad through our life, and now we finally got to do something happy that made me feel really good.
Thank you, Taylor. Bree, do you want to share something?
I thought it felt really good because, it just felt good knowing that the kids would have toys to play with, and that they got lunch that day.
Nice, thank you. Matt,
Yeah.
Holly, do you want to share something?
I think the big thing for us is that this video that was just fun, and we had so much fun. We've had such great highlights of it, but this has to be one of the best things that we'll always cherish, and just the ability to give back. It was a lot of fun.
Thank you guys very much. What are we waiting for? Answer. We are waiting for glory. And now let's say it together. When you get Jesus, you get the glory. And so much of waiting well is focusing on His glory. So right now, I invite you to stand. Let's stand together.